Friends, have you ever noticed how the things that truly matter in life, the things that bring lasting joy and fulfillment, often require patience? Patience is not merely waiting, it is a proactive stance of enduring trials with hope and faith. It's about trusting in God's timing, knowing that He is working all things together for our good. As Christians, the virtue of patience proves instrumental in spiritual growth, character development, and ultimately, our relationship with God. When we learn to patiently persevere through challenges, we open ourselves up to a deeper understanding of God's love and His plan for our lives. Today, I want to share with you why developing patience is so important on your journey as a Christian. It is in those quiet moments of surrender, when we choose faith over fear, that we discover the true profit of patience. The book of James tells us, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. Think of a blacksmith taking a piece of iron and placing it into the fire. The fire may seem destructive, but it's actually refining the iron, burning away impurities to make it stronger. In the same way, friends, our trials are not meant to destroy us but to refine us. Each challenge we face, each obstacle we overcome, strengthens our faith and builds within us an unshakable resilience. You see, it's in the waiting, in the trusting that our character is molded into the image of Christ. Romans reminds us that tribulation produces patience, and patience produces experience, and experience, hope. It's a process of becoming, friends, of shedding the old and embracing the new. When we face trials with patience, we are being transformed from the inside out. We develop a deeper reliance on God, a greater capacity for love and compassion, and an unwavering hope that sustains us through any storm. The Apostle Peter tells us that the trial of our faith works a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Friends, that's joy unspeakable. It's a joy that doesn't depend on our circumstances but on the unshakable knowledge that God is with us, strengthening us and guiding us every step of the way. When we choose patience, we choose to see the good in every situation. We choose to find reasons to be grateful, even amidst the challenges. And in doing so, we open ourselves up to a joy that the world can't give and the world can't take away. Chapter 4. Reaping a Harvest of Blessings. The writer of Hebrews reminds us to run with patience the race that is set before us. This life of faith, my friends, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And just like any race, it requires endurance, perseverance, and an unwavering belief that we will reach the finish line. And what a glorious finish line it will be. For God has promised that those who remain faithful and patient will inherit His blessings. He sees your faithfulness, He sees your endurance, and in His perfect timing He will pour out His blessings upon you in abundance. Chapter 5. A Shining Light. When we walk with patience, friends, we become living testimonies of God's grace and faithfulness. People around us, they're watching, they're observing how we handle our trials. And when they see us responding with patience, with grace, with unwavering faith, it plants a seed. It makes them curious. It makes them wonder what it is that gives us strength, what it is that gives us hope. And that, my friends, opens the door for us to share the love of Christ with them. Chapter 6. Aligned with the Almighty. The Apostle Paul, in his letter to the Colossians, talks about being strengthened with all might, according to God's glorious power, unto all patience and long-suffering. That means, friends, that our ability to endure, to persevere, doesn't come from our own strength but from the strength of the Almighty working within us. And as we surrender to His will, as we allow His strength to work in and through us, we become vessels fit for His purpose. We become instruments in His hands, capable of accomplishing extraordinary things for His glory. Chapter 7. Standing Strong. Finally, friends, we must remember that we are in a spiritual battle. The enemy would love nothing more than to see us grow weary, to see us give up hope, to see us abandon our faith. But we have been given the armor of God, and one of the most powerful weapons in our arsenal is the shield of faith, empowered by patience. When we choose patience, when we choose to trust in God's timing, we are actively resisting the enemy and claiming victory in Jesus' name. So stand firm, friends, put on the full armor of God and let patience be your shield and your strength. In summary, patience is a vital virtue in the life of a Christian that bears numerous spiritual fruits. As you navigate the journey of faith, remember, friends, that the path to greatness is often paved with the stones of patience. It's not always easy. It requires us to dig deep, to trust in the unseen, and to hold on to the promises of God. As you cultivate patience in your life, remember the teachings of Pastor W.F. Kumuyi, which emphasize the importance of perseverance and faith through trials, reinforcing that the trying of your faith worketh patience, and that your patience will yield a bountiful harvest of blessings from God. So embrace the trials, friends, embrace the waiting, for it is in those sacred spaces of patience that we discover the true riches of God's grace and the immeasurable power of His love.